The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Tonight, we're keeping it in the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Let the postseason begin. We're underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Dumps it off to his running back. And that's a Kansas City touchdown! The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead right away. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kay, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
2-2 Atwell, now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. First carry here for Ashton Genty. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Ritter to throw. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing here, Ritter. Has him on the quick hitter. And he makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Ball at the 33 for first down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Raiders get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Raiders just about ready for this one. And it's 1st and 10. Ritter setting up to throw. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. Has some daylight through the 40. Still fighting forward. Into the red zone. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sign of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And is caught, Jalen Royals. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Again, Mahomes to throw. Right back to Worthy. And he won't be able to add anything else onto the end of this catch, so it's going to be a completion to the 25. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing again, Mahomes. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Raiders get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Well, we all remember they were able to turn that first interception into a touchdown, and now they get a chance to do it again.
Yeah, takeaways are A1. We know that every defensive preaches it, but when you could score off those turnovers, points off takeaways, that often leads to huge results for your team.
First play is going to be a give to Genty. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first. Here's Ritter. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. Christian Fulton the one to bring him down.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, don't put it in harm's way.
On 3rd down, Genty. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Now Ritter. Brought in by his back here, it's Genty. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the 21. Brought in close to the 8. Touchdown. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Brought in right side by Royals. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes this one to Gray. And he's out of bounds with a big gain on the final play of the first. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. It's an early lead for the Raiders. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with a touchdown.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Atwell now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Well, he strides quickly, headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw now, it's Ritter. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He's got it deep downfield. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Shotgun give here to Genty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Get that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
From the 40 on 2nd down. Finds him over the middle. And he's just a little bit short of that 1st down. They stop him at the 33. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Giving this to Genty. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He does it! Touchdown! The Raiders take a second quarter lead.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Extra point try now for the Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there and they'll boot this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Complete out to the right. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Back to the air, Mahomes. He'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. It's a race down the right side. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Atwell now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Raiders just about ready for this one. And it's 1st and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Ritter to throw. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Shotgun now on third down. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Running from the pistol here with Genty. And he's going to pay off this first down run with a nice pickup of 9. Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Another give here to Genty. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. New set of downs for him at the 38. Back to Genty. Has a lane inside the 25. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for them.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Ritter setting up to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
3rd and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Genty. And it's into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas! The Raiders take the lead just before halftime. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He throws a bullet deep to the right side.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. He'll throw it. He puts some juice on a deep throw. He's got it inside the 10. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Atwell now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. And off to Genty. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Straight ahead with Genty. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8. Now Ritter. Connects on the crosser. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already. Working quickly here. Genty from the gun. And he got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's second and 5. And that one's unsuccessful.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Ritter looking to throw. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
To the line we go. They're set, first and 10. Give up the guts. It's Genty. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Offense in the hurry up here. Ritter. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Brock Bowers the touchdown. What's there to tack on the extra point? And the Raiders double their lead to 14. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Darian Porter. And he's gonna score on the pick six. Touchdown, Las Vegas! Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
That one splits the uprights, and the Raiders stretch their lead to 21. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Mahomes trying again after the pick. On target to Worthy. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Trying again following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw Mahomes. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground. Couldn't find Jalen Royals on that throw. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know you've got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. They're going for it with Mahomes. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Darian Porter. And the Raiders take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Throwing here, Ritter. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Now a pitch play to Warren. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. Back to throw now, it's Ritter. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the advantage now sits at 24.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And out of bounds he goes on that big pickup. They're inside the red zone now. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Finds his favorite target again, it's Worthy. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Mahomes throwing for 2. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit. All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again, and again, and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
Atwell now to return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Genty on the give. He's headed right. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground with Genty. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll run it with Genty. Still finding room past the 45. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
We set it down for him at the 38. On first down, Genty. And all he can get is 1 yard, ran that right into the defensive front.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. We send a man in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Wow, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Drew Tranquil with the pick. One quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's Chiefs football, and their season will be over if they don't erase this deficit. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
2nd and 8. Fits it through the middle. Now he's past the 25. Xavier Worthy. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
He's throwing for it! And that pass is caught. They get the 2 points and a little drama now. We've got ourselves a one-score ball game. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like, you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. They give left side to Genty. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. Second down now, 7 to go. Ritter to throw. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs have some new life in the 4th. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Right back to Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Throwing now from the gun. They draw up just the right throw, and we're tied. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Here's Ritter. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Raiders 1st. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Ritter setting up to throw. This is caught. That's Bowers working downfield. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Vegas 1st down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
We'll give here to Genty. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. He'll throw it. Ooh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. Putting a receiver in motion. Looking to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs, they're going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Chiefs take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Butker on now to kick this one away. Atwell now to return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Raiders down by 7. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now Ritter. He finds Brown right side. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
To throw. Connecting on the slant. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Raiders first. He takes off with it. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's 2nd down. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Here he is to throw. Has a man, it's Brown. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. A give left side to Warren. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. He'll look to throw it. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And that tackle came at the last moment to save the first, didn't it? That sets up 3rd and short from the 37.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
On 3rd down, Genty. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. The entire season has led them here to this snap. They have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.